Welcome everyone to the Football Amigos show. It's your boy Mide as well, and I have Sam here doing amazing things. Amigos, I think his Wi-Fi is now back to normal. We'll see. I feel like Sam's Wi-Fi can be connected to Liverpool season. Very unstable. I had to. Amigos, like,
What
share,
a way.
subscribe. Let us know your thoughts about
What a way to
Sam's
welcome
Wi-Fi.
amigos.
And by the way, amigos, put some recommendations down in the comment section. What Wi-Fi you should switch to? I will vote Google Fiber or AT&T. All right, I digress. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Ayo is not here with us today, but don't worry, he's fine. He'll be back. He'll be back on the future content as well too. But show must go on. Hope you all are doing very well. Wanted to do a health check today, just a health check on our teams. We're moved past that middle of the season. We wanted to see where our teams are. I think on average, every team has about 13, 14, 15 games left in the season. That's just in Premier
Yeah,
League, of
13.
course. Some
Yeah.
teams have FA Cup, some teams have Champions League, of course. So there's still a lot of football to be played. Unlike my team, where we don't have that much football, unfortunately, I have to banter myself because we absolutely deserve it. However, health check very important to see where our teams are, how we're doing, and it would be a wonderful segue to talk about Liverpool because Liverpool is going to be playing they're playing Sunderland. That's going to be a tough game. It's not going to be an easy game. Sunderland is, I believe, either on the same points, Sam, as you all, or maybe a point ahead. If they win that game, Sam, they will be 4 points. And a
Sunderland is
lot of questions are
36.
being asked right now. Yeah, on terms of the table, and starting with Liverpool, they lost their last game to Man City, dying members of the game. Controversy about the Man City third goal. I think it was the right call. I know offline, Ayer and I remember when we are kind of debating about the call, in our private chat. But Liverpool this season, they've just not been the Liverpool we know them to be. And they don't feel, again, this is after what, um, let's just say 15 games. They don't feel like a team, not only that's stable, but a team that can win consecutively every game. And from where they are in terms of how they're doing on the table, versus where they need to be, it's far cry away from where they are last season, where they were absolutely dominating. I mean, Liverpool right now they are sixth on the table. They have Chelsea ahead of them, Brentwood behind them. And if the game goes the way it's going tomorrow against Sunderland, and keep in mind they're playing at the Stadium of Light away to Sunderland. There's going to be a lot of questions asked about Andy Slots, and you can't spend that much money in the beginning of the season and not be challenging for the title again or to even retain it. It's not even just challenge, retain the title because they won it last season. Sam, health check. How is Liverpool doing from your perspective as a fan? What can they do over the next 12, 13 games to redeem their season? And could they even make any push in the Champions League?
Yes, how are they doing? They're doing like my Wi-Fi, they go back and forth. And we are sitting at 39 points right now. Your Manchester United is got 45. So that means we need at least, two wins over Man United, and Man United go um, happens to lose two games, which it's surprising for me to say. It is hard to see Man United losing. I had at one time predicted a back-to-back loss for Man United, but it seems like the tide has turned for them. But how is Liverpool doing? So inconsistent. But going back to the issue of money, you can spend a lot of money and not get the right results if you spend in the wrong places and if you spend in the wrong time. So I think they spent at the wrong time well, not a wrong time. They let go of people so quickly, so that also affected them. And we also, unlike Man City, unlike Man City, we don't introduce our current coach doesn't find a systematic way of introducing the new players. Um, but all of that being said, it's embarrassing seeing us not being able to keep the back line. But we, I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm still a fan. I'm still watching the games, but right now it's just pathetic watching Liverpool play. So hopefully we'll see what happens with Sunderland today.
So Sam, is it a situation where the difference with Liverpool in their attack last season versus this season is the shared desire of just hard work? Because when you remove players like Darwin Núñez, yes, he didn't score enough as he should, but you remove Darwin Núñez, he's a workhorse and he drags defenders with him to create openings for other players to come in and score. You remove Luis Diaz to Bayern, where he beats the player on the left, cuts inside and shoots for goal, or he crosses it to a player. And when you all don't have the ball, he presses to steal it high up the field. Jota is one thing, of course. Again, may so rest in peace. Phenomenal player. I felt like he always scores goals when you all need them, and not having him is absolutely devastating, like any club should experience. But then you have players now that Ekatike does work hard. I'll give him that, but that's all you have. That's all you have, and you start to wonder why it went well last season. It's probably it to me. It looks like it's just the sheer desire of those players up top to want to get the ball, and I don't. And I can tell there's a shift now where even Salah is not scoring as much. He's creating more now, which I think is a good thing, right? But if like I think it doesn't score, where are the goals coming from?
So the result for last season wasn't as a result of the preparation or the hard work of last season. It's a preparation, hard work, togetherness of previous seasons. So it just happens that that result came at that time, which we are thankful for. Unlike what we see right now, most of these guys haven't played together. We have the story of Diego Jota, not only as a player, how impactful he gets, but on the other side, how impactful his passing is for us, for the team. But you can also dismiss the place of desire. When you look at last season, we had Gravenberg doing a lot of support in the back line, a lot of CDM work. Um, Now you don't have that. You have a different formation. The midfield is a little light in terms of energy. Slightly creative, slightly more creative. I will say that Florian Wirtz is creative. Szoboszlai is creative. McAllister is creative. But when it comes to energy, covering up, Florian Wirtz doesn't have it. McAllister doesn't have it. So there's a lot of odds that are coming and stacking against Liverpool pretty fast in terms of new players, not a lot of energy, but it's creativity. I can see what you're doing. When you look at a game against Man City, I knew that this is going to come back and bite us because we missed a lot of chances. Ekatike is, yeah, very sharp up front. He missed like two chances within the split of 5 minutes. Cody Gakpo is kind of a little bit interesting these days, dribbling out of the pitch a lot. So there's quite a lot of things. Yeah. So it's funny, but it's reality. You mentioned Luis Diaz. Having Luis Diaz on that side is better. Cody Gakpo more central, but we have to deal with what we have to deal with right now. Hopefully, we can snatch the top four and get into Champions League, or hopefully we win the Champions League and we get to qualify for Champions League. Either way, I think it's a season of resets. It's a season where we will be forced to reset, and we just have to accept that. It's just a lot of odds stacking against us. The last thing we want to do now is to start, changing coaches, changing um, things every now and then. No, it's just too early. But yeah, that's all I've got. Yeah.
No, it's absolutely fair. And you mentioned about changing coaches. Do you feel like Slot needs to be there for the entire season and then reevaluate where things are? Do you feel like that's
Absolutely.
what the fans are thinking?
Oh yeah, as a Liverpool fan, I would say keep him there. Um, if you don't see all the things that are against him right now, you probably have never been a true soccer observer. There's a difference between being somebody that loves the game. You're having fun with it, but sitting on the back line, maybe if you've played it before, if you've coached like you, and just having that observer view, you can tell what he's trying to do. He's trying to make the attack really, really be the focus of the team. He's trying to put some creativity, bring some power, good result from the attacking line, but it's just not working out for him. Isak is out right now. Florian Wirtz is getting better. He's picking up. He's connecting with Ekatike. We're seeing all of those things. But the back, no coach has had all the tools. Guardiola, Mourinho, everybody's got a little bit of things that they would be dealing with in every team. In this case, my own personal thing is the defense. We're so attack focused and we neglect our defense. The midfielders are not tracking back well enough and all of that. But I will keep him to the end of the season. As a matter of fact, I'll keep him to the next season as well. Um, let's Liverpool is not known to be firing coaches like that. So
Hmm. I would love to hear your comments, maybe later on in the season, maybe towards the end, based on again talking about health check. We also have to talk about the style of play, what the coach is doing, the player quality you have, and just the board as well. All of those things add to the entire health benchmark of how a team performs, either good or bad. I would love to hear your thoughts about who you think Liverpool should bring in the summer to be able to maybe get them back to that mentality of Liverpool. If they're playing this game, they want to win. You just know they're going to win. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts about the three players. And amigos, of course, like and subscribe. Let us know your three players that you would add to Liverpool that will maybe get them closer to where they need to be. Right? Would this be the end of Salah? At Liverpool when the season is over. Um, can Isak come back to his best next season? Can Ekitike continue his form? Who else can we bring in that can maybe challenge Cody Gakpo? Because right now, I would think it would be Chiesa, but he's not even playing Chiesa at all. I don't know
yeah,
what's going on there. He never gives Chiesa a chance or a run of games. And to me, Chiesa is one of the hardworking players you have as well. He just doesn't play him. It'd be very interesting to see your thoughts about how what players to bring in, to help your team in the next season. Amigos, like and subscribe, of course. Okay. Yeah, amigos, like and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts about a health check on Liverpool, seeing where they are. We'd love to hear your comments. Again, like we always do, amigos, we talk about our teams, we talk about what's going well, what's not going well, and we actually come up with solutions. So, of course, let us know your solutions about the team, how they can be better, and we'd love to hear from you as always. Take care. We'll see you in the next content. Bye, guys.